What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. The world of passive profits in crypto seems to be finally coming back from the dead. It looks like there's a lot of different projects out there that you can make a lot of money with in crypto that I'm finding, and for once, it's actually finally working for me again. So hopefully what that means is this channel is coming back from the dead as well. So shout outs to this guy right here, Crypto Badgers, who brought me ArcFi. ArcFi is working out very, very nicely. As you guys can see, I've already withdrawn about $39 from here, and that's from a pretty small investment of about, close to $450 in a couple of weeks. That's really, really good. In addition to that, the price has been standing up with ArcFi. So we'll do an update on ArcFi a little bit later. For those of you who are my Patreons, you're going to be getting that video update right away. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, you might have to wait a day or two. In this video, I want to talk about Xen and what's going on with Xen. Xen is sort of popping up in the news a lot right now. It's trending due to the fact that it's doing quite well. If we take a look at the chart today, it's down about 6.7%, but nonetheless, we're up 134% in the past 7 days, 206% in the past 2 weeks, and 182% in the past month. So what has been going on with this? How am I doing with my Xen mints so far? And kind of what can we expect from this in the future? Now, I want to kind of put this as out there as a full disclosure, guys. I am not super duper plugged into the Xen space. I'm sure there's plenty of other YouTubers you can watch that are more plugged in this space and can give you more accurate information. But nonetheless, everyone's information is going to be valuable. Everyone from any different amount of looking at this. So let me present you guys with what I kind of have found out over just glancing at some statistics over here. So these are the statistics. This page is called Xen Turbo. It gives you a lot of information about what's going on with the Xen network. It talks about how many people are minting and how often they're minting. This is called the hash power. Currently, so far, there's been 11,622 Ethereum gas used up to mint Xen. That is astronomical. You guys can take a look at other things like ultrasound. And it's one of the reasons why Ethereum, the price of Ethereum is up right now, because of the fact that there's so much gas being used and it's making it deflationary. And Xen has been a contributing factor to that. So it's nice to see. But I want to show you guys some of my statistics here as well. Before we get into the details about how exactly Xen's doing and what's going to happen in the future, let me show you guys what's going on with me. So with all of my mints, I did a lot of mints. I think I've minted about 73 different wallets here. Using a different website. I think it was Coinbatch, something like that. And so I spent about 0.214 Ethereum to mint all that. So 0.214 Ethereum is about $389 to do my mint for everything. And that is, and the reason why the title of this video is 1000x. So far, that's looking like it's going to be a 1000x, but 1000% gain from what I put in. So my total investment was about $394 with the amount of Ethereum, and that's gas fees that I spent. And right now, if I were to get all of that Xen out, that Xen would be worth $4,117. So that is a 1000% return, which is astronomical, really, really well. It makes me want to actually do some more wallet mints. Now, granted, the caveat with this is I have to wait quite a bit before I can actually claim. So I have to wait 210 days. And this is what people were saying. A lot of people were saying, well, can you actually sell the token? I mean, you have that. It's just dashboard money. You got to wait so long. But it's been quite a bit of time. It's been almost a couple months already. 4 or 5 months, maybe even 6 months since you could start minting Xen. And the price holds up. For those people who have been minting from back then, they're actually turning a profit from what they minted if they only minted for less time than I did. I did about 365 days, 385 days, you can see right here for all of my terms. So my terms are going to end on October 30th, around October to December of this year and next year as well if we get into January. And like I said, if Xen has survived these past 6 months, and you can sort of be in profit, and the reason why that's profit is because Xen was free to mint, minus the gas fees. It's still free to mint, and this is kind of why I say this is the easiest 1000% gain that you can do right now. If you just spend a couple of dollars on gas, it might pay off dramatically. 1000% is still really, really nice no matter what you're spending. Even if you're spending $10 on this thing, imagine getting $1,000 or $100 out of that from the $10 spend that you did. Pretty nice stuff right there. So we can take a look at a couple more things instead of looking at my stats right now. Let's scroll down here and take a look at just what is in the future for Xen. So one of the things I want to look at is the supply, and this is the main contention, the main concern that many people have about Xen. Xen is a long-term play, in my opinion. I didn't jump into this project when I made my Xen video a couple months ago. I didn't come into this project saying, man, I just want to turn a quick profit in the next 3 or 4 months or in the next 3 or 4 weeks. I know that this is going to be at least a year-long wait, if not longer, to really reap the benefits of this whole ecosystem. So we're going to look at, chunks of time, year-long chunks of time to really discover what's going on with the supply. And of course, if you have a giant increase in supply, you greatly dilute your coins, and that also means that the price is going to be affected by that. And that's the thing that people have to keep in mind. I'm not sure why a lot of people just kind of ignored that fact. The supply is going up. We're going to see in a second. The supply is going up quite a bit in the first year. So really making price speculations and price plays in the first year is a little bit ridiculous to me, if you're looking at that short of a time span. But anyway, let's take a look at this. So the estimated supply right now for Xen, actually on October for Xen, was about we'll say that's 1 trillion tokens. Let's see, what's 100, it's 100,000, that's million, that's a billion. So about 900 billion tokens, about 1 trillion tokens on the first day of launch right there. That's the estimated supply. And if we move this out, this is October of 2022. If we go all the way to October of 2023, which is close to when my claim date is, you're looking at a supply increase of 100 billion. That's what is that? That's a 100x increase in supply. That is massively significant, and that's massively going to affect the price, and we've seen that happen. I mean, a lot of people have been making fun of the fact that Xen is down 99%, but I mean, I could see that coming from a mile away. I mean, I saw that on day one as soon as I minted this thing, and it's probably going to go down 99%. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens too. But nonetheless, you have to think about longer term and kind of what's going to happen after we get a lot of the supply minted. I just talked about this with Evmos. It's the same thing with Ethereum. It's the same thing with all these coins that have these quote-unquote halving dates. As soon as the coin supply gets constricted, that's when you see the real price action start to happen. So it's the same case with Xen too. So and just so you guys can have an idea of what this looks like in the next 3 years, we don't want to go too far out, like 10 years in the future, because who knows where crypto's going to be then. But we can look at up to like 3 to 5 years. I think that's manageable right now in the crypto world. So this is from 1 trillion tokens to October of 2023, which would be about 100 trillion tokens. And then if you go to October of 2024, you're looking at not a 100x this time, but let's see, let me make sure I'm getting my numbers right. This is 2023 with 100 billion tokens to 2024 of October, which would be close to 200 billion tokens. So instead of looking at a 100x, you're looking at a 2x, right? A 2x worth of supply. That's way less. So I think that from 2024 to 2025, October, I think that you're going to start to see some price consolidation instead of having massive fluctuations in the price and having it be massively unpredictable. It'll be a lot more predictable. I'm not saying it's going to be stable in the next 2 years until the end of 2024, but I'm going to say it's going to be more stable. And then the same case goes if we just go out 3 years, that's when things start to get a little bit more normal. From October of 2024 to October of 2025, you're looking at an increase of only 50%, right? 50% increase in supply, and it gets logarithmically lower or exponentially lower as you're going out all the way to 2030. I'm not sure if this coin actually stops minting. I have to look into that a little bit more. But I do think that there is a date where there's going to be no more Xen minting in 2030. Now, we're not going to look out that far because, like I said, who knows where crypto's going to be as a whole in 2030. But nonetheless, in the next 3 to 4 or 5 years, we can definitely see some price stability going on with Xen. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So personally, I'm not even thinking about doing short-term play stuff or selling or anything like that. But you know, the one thing I'm probably thinking about doing is getting more wallets to see kind of where it's going to go. And what people did a lot with like Hex and some of these other coins is they did call it something called ladder staking, and it's the same case with like ladder claiming here in Xen, so that you always have a couple, a couple days or a couple weeks or maybe even a couple months spread out from each other. You always have times where you're claiming a chunky portion of Xen tokens, and that way you're sort of dollar cost averaging into the price yourself. And if the price does go up astronomically, you're still going to have a lot of tokens that are there to be unlocked. So that's a strategy that personally I probably am going to be trying to do. But of course, you guys, all of these predictions can be completely wrong, completely off. I am not a mind reader. I'm not a predictor of the future. We've seen a lot of projects like Hex and Xen completely failed in the past, and the same case can happen with Xen. But a lot of people are excited about it, and that's just one thing to keep note of. And the other thing to keep note of, guys, is there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Like I said, I'm not the go-to Xen YouTuber. There's a lot of things like NFTs and like DB Xen and just other projects around the Xen ecosystem that are helping the price of the token and helping burn some Xen and just helping the ecosystem overall just get more known. So definitely do your research on that and check it out. Check out their Telegram page and just other videos in general to learn more about that stuff. Maybe I'll make a video in the future if I'm going to dig a little bit deeper into Xen about some of the third-party things that are going on here, some of the tokens, some of the NFT stuff. But yeah, this is just a really basic overview of just looking at it in terms of the price before you want to get too deep into the lore of Xen itself. So I'm looking forward to this. We'll see kind of what's going to happen with this token overall. Like I said, my first claim date is going to be October 30th of 2023. And I'm estimating to get about 29 million Xen. So let's see, how much is that worth? 29 million Xen would be worth 29 million Xen. Let's see if is that a million. It might be, yeah, it's 290 million. So that's still $73, which is a really, really nice, it's gonna be a nice day. Like $73 is not too shabby to claim in just one day. From pressing from one wallet, to spending the gas fees on that one wallet, which is way less, I can guarantee you. The gas fees that I used to do that singular wallet was way less than $73. So that's just free, like I said, free money right there. We can, do your own research in terms of if you want to jump in on this and you haven't yet. There are some good times to do it, some bad times to do it, and there's some good websites to use to do some minting, especially if you're going to get multiple wallet addresses. There's ways to kind of make that easier using other tools that are available to help you instead of just having one wallet. That was just one wallet. Like, if you're just going to stick with $73, that's fine. But if you want to get $73 every single day for the next, 10 days, then that would be great too. All right, that is everything for today, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. If you guys are Patreons, look forward to my Arc 5 video coming right up after this one. If not, you'll see my Arc 5 video probably tomorrow. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.